Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Larasafna Krisnayanti from BYD, and this is my project 4 about shipping document. In this project 4, I will compare one type of shipping document that is packing list. So without any further ado, let's go to the presentation. But before we go to the presentation, maybe I will explain what is packing list. Packing list is a packing or packaging document that show the type, quantity, weight of the goods, as well as an information of the description of the goods. The data that are usually included in the packaging list is name of shipper or exporter, consignee or buyer, packing list number and date, quantity of number of goods, description of goods, gross weight, net weight, vessel name, estimated time delivery or ship delivery date, and the last is number of letter credit. Okay, this is the first um, packing list from Sanana Pelangi Indonesia Company. In this packing list, they mention the invoice number, the date of invoice, the shipper, consignee, from where this goods to where this good must deliver, and this packing list is clearly because every information have their own box, so it's readable. And in the description, I mean, this is the type, and this is the quantity, and this is the weight of the goods. And we go to another packing list is from Mac Company. In Mac Company packing list, they mention the packing list number, which is in Sanana Company not mention it. And packing list number, but in Sanana not mention it though. This is container number, this is seal number, and both of Sanana and Mac doesn't mention the vessel or estimated time delivery these cuts. In this description, look more complex than Sanana Company. We next to another packing list. The next packing list is from Koperasi Agronia. This packing list is more difficult to understand because you have to read this twice so you can understand for what this today. And I think the first date is for number of invoice, and the second date is estimated time delivery. And the description of this packing list is just same like other packing list before. Like this is type is here, and this is the quantity is weight. Now we move on to another packing list. This is from Jaya Mandiri Company. In this packing list, they don't put the information, the other information, just the description of cuts. And I think it's pretty bad because we 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 don't know this consignee or this vessel, this time delivery, or uh, for who this got, or from who this got. Now we next to another packing list. This is packing list from Chongqing Undersea Import and Export. this packing list, I think the consignee name, export name is in the letterhead, and this is the consignee name. This is the name of consignee, and this is the address of consignee. This is invoice number and the date of invoice. But still not mention the vessel, the estimated time delivery. This is the description of guts, and this is more complex than packing list before and look so organized. And this is from Hasil Alam Barokah. It's just same like packing list from Chongqing NRC, because they put the exporter name in the letterhead. This is the consignee or buyer. This is number of packing list, which is this packing list not mention it. This is date of packing list. This is payment method, and this is the description. This description just like other packing list before. This is the type. This is the quantity. This is the weight. And in this packing list, they mention the vessel and the estimated time delivery, which is good. And the next or the last packing list is from Sijuan Lei Street. Sijuan Lei Street, it's look organized, but I don't think all of information that we need is here, because I don't know why they use issuer, not consignee or buyer. It's too, maybe it's more good if use buyer, exporter or shipper. This is the description of the goods. This is the type, this is quantity, and this is the weight. And the last packing list is from PT Indovinir Utama. This packing list is quite bad because they just like put all of information and look not organized. But it's still understandable if you read this more, or you can read this just one time. You must read this twice or more, because it's hard to understand. This is description of the gods. This is the common expression that used in packing list. First is, in each case, a detailed packing list in 2 copies shall be inserted. The second is detailed packing list in each box of equipment. The third is the packing list should be indicated with shipping weight, number, and date of corresponding invoice. And the last is one set of non-negotiable documents, including detail, must be dispatched to applicant within 5 days after shipment by courier. Courier receipt must accompany with original document. So, from this presentation, I think not all packaging lists include all information that should be there, but still, but almost all of the packing list above explain a description of an item, which is like I explained before, that packing list is a document that show the type, quantity, weight, which is a description of goods. So yeah, as we know that every shipping document does not have a standard format. So that many different forms can still be understood. So that's it for me. If there are any mistake, please forgive. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.